Hello everyone, Carrie Lee here with Pura Vita Vitality and Nutrition, and today's video is all about boosting self-confidence and boosting self-esteem, because a lot of people, and I find that girls and women especially, certainly suffer from low self-esteem, low confidence, self-pity, and it's really time that we, take control of our emotions, especially about how we feel about ourselves, because how we feel about ourselves is completely reflected to the world around us, and also it basically depends on how you choose to live your life. If you're going to live a life full of fire and gusto, and if you've seen my videos before, you've heard me use these terms, or if you choose to sort of just live, in denial or self-pity, or, if you don't have a lot of self-worth, you're not going to enjoy life nearly as much as if you live a life full of fire and gusto and really believe in yourself, believe in your abilities. So step number 1 is do positive affirmations on a daily basis. And probably about 7 or 8 years ago, I was introduced by my naturopath to Louise Hay, who really changed my life. Louise Hay is a motivational speaker. She's a public speaker. I believe she's in her late 80s now, and she's written many books and also has motivational CDs. So the one that changed my life was I Can Do It. And this is the book here, a small little book that you should be able to find either on Amazon if you shop online, or you can also get from Kohl's or any of the bookstores basically out there. Indigo Chapters, all those should have this book available, or you can definitely order it into those stores. And it comes with a CD in the back, and it's a motivational CD, and she goes through track by track certain problems that you might have in your life, and discusses those problems and discusses then some positive affirmations that she says, and you can kind of just listen to. And then these are also good things to say to yourself while looking in a mirror. Positive affirmations are definitely life-changing. So there's a chapter here on self-esteem, and I'm just going to read a couple of my favorite positive affirmations here to do with self-esteem and improving self-esteem. I am totally adequate for all situations. I stand on my own 2 feet, and I accept and use my own power. It is safe for me to speak up for myself. It does not matter what other people say or do. Only what matters is how I choose to react and what I choose to believe about myself. My self-esteem is high because I honor who I am. I see the world through eyes of love and acceptance, and all is well in my world. I am loved and accepted exactly as I am, right here and right now. So those are just a few of the, many, many positive affirmations that Louise goes through in this book and on this CD, I Can Do It. And, there's so many other authors out there that talk about positive affirmations, or you can just make a list of your own. Put it up on your bathroom mirror, on your fridge, just some things that you want to say about yourself, some positive things. Do this on a daily basis, and I promise that you'll see an improvement in your self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem over a short period of time. So step number 2 is do more of what makes you awesome. So if there's something that you're passionate about or something that you're just really darn good at in your life, do more of it, because that's going to improve your self-worth. If you do those things that you're really good at on a day-to-day basis, it might not challenge you as much as, doing some of the things that make you uncomfortable, but it certainly improves your self-esteem and self-confidence because you're good at it, you're excelling, and you're doing really well in that field and in that area. So whether it be on a personal level, in a relationship, business level, or on a professional level, make sure that you do more of what makes you awesome and fill your life with that. Also, it's important to hang around with positive and optimistic people. You definitely want to hang around with people that are going to make you grow as well, but let's face it, from time to time we all need sort of that shoulder to cry on, or just that ear to listen to us and for us to just talk to. So make sure that you have and that you're surrounded with a lot of those people in your life that really love, care, and support you, and no matter what any of your dreams or ambitions are. It's also good to exercise and eat well, and of course as a holistic nutritionist and as a kinesiologist, certainly talk with my clients in great depth about this. But to do with self-esteem, I bet you didn't know that if you exercise or perform physical activity, even if it's just, kind of like a hike in the woods or a brisk walk or something like that, it doesn't have to be going to the gym or doing cardio class or whatever it is, but if you perform physical activity on a daily basis, the people that do that at the end of a study have such a high higher rate of self-confidence and self-esteem than those who do not exercise. And one of the reasons for this is because it creates an endorphin rush. So that runner's high that people talk about, or that lifter's high that people talk about that lift weights. So this improves your neurotransmitters in your brain, which increases your serotonin, your dopamine, your other feel-good chemicals in your brain. And sometimes eating healthfully can also make sure that you have enough of these neurotransmitters to build the dopamine and the serotonin and the other feel-good chemicals. Because if you have a really crappy diet that's full of processed foods or fast foods or is enzyme depleted, you're not going to have those building blocks to be able to build proper neurochemistry and proper brain chemicals so that you can feel good and have a lot of self-esteem. And then the last step here, step number 5, is set SMART goals for yourself. And SMART is actually an acronym that I've used in previous online debates here. And so what SMART stands for is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timed. So SMART goals. So I'll just do that one more time quickly here so you can jot it down. S is for S is for specific, M is for measurable, A is for attainable, R is for realistic, and T is for timed. And you can just look up online what all of these stand for. But basically what we're doing is we're not setting crazy goals for ourselves that are completely unattainable. So we don't want to have a crazy deadline to lose 30 pounds by 3 weeks from now, or to, see a huge decrease in our symptoms of, let's say, heart disease or arthritis or whatever that you're suffering from in like a month's time. Some of these things, especially to do with health, certainly take time, and weight loss takes time. Everything good in life takes time. If there's anything that comes easy to you, it probably isn't worth it. Because as I'm sure you've heard before, it's really the journey that matters and the journey that changes us. So that's, even though it's difficult and we all kind of want this magic pill and want to see things happen in the here and the now, sometimes it's really the journey that's important, and everything good in life does take time and does take effort. So just stick with it, set SMART goals for yourself, don't set yourself up for failure, and make sure that your goals are definitely attainable, they're realistic, but that at the same time you're still kind of, stretching your abilities to the point that you cannot procrastinate and you really have to work on whatever those goals are. So hopefully this has been helpful for you today. Some tips and tools that you can use in your daily life in order to really improve your self-esteem and live a life full of fire, full of gusto, and have a lot of self-confidence about yourself. Because we're only here once, and if we don't feel good about ourselves, then, what are we really doing here? And that's kind of the moral of the story here. So you can check me out on Facebook. You can find me at Pura Vida Vitality and Nutrition. And please check out my YouTube channel and subscribe for more wonderful videos, all to do with holistic nutrition, exercise and physical activity, also the mental, emotional, and spiritual awareness and spiritual wellness as well. And I certainly focus a lot on self-esteem and confidence and just really living a wonderful, wonderful life. And you can find me on my YouTube channel at Carrie Lee RHN. Have an awesome day.